Okay, time now for an update on World War III, which is underway. Hi there, crypto fans. Hi there, remote viewing fans. Dick Allgire here. It's a beautiful day at Ethereum Place. I'm looking out over Pearl Harbor. I'm going to mention Pearl Harbor. I hope China doesn't attack Pearl Harbor, but the way things are shaping up. All right, we've been saying for many years that we're in the transition to a new financial system, and in order to facilitate getting people to accept the huge changes that will be entailed in this entirely new system, they need to destroy everything, and this has long been planned and it's well underway. We talk about this and explain the details at ffgrv.com, futureforecastinggroup.com. All right, as you know, it was an amazing weekend. The U.S. has attacked Iran. And by the way, I drew this map freehand, from memory. I have the United States here, South America, Europe, Africa. It's a little crude, but I think the basic involved countries are in the right place. I don't think Ocasio-Cortez could do this, or even Kamala Harris. I would challenge them. I bet $10,000 I could place countries on a map better than them. Okay, they're not too bright. So we have the US here, which just joined with the small state of Israel to attack Iran, and kinetic activities are going on. Let me remind you what started World War II. In 1940, the US cut off the oil supply to Japan, and we also cut off the steel imports to Japan. So Japan couldn't get steel, and most importantly, Japan couldn't get oil. They knew that was a direct threat to their sovereignty. They had no choice but to declare war on the United States, and they attacked little old Pearl Harbor right here. So that kicked off World War II, shutting off the supply of oil to a country. Venezuela is the #1 oil producing company. They have the top oil deposits. And Iran is the #3. So Donald Trump just seized all the control of the oil from Venezuela. He's in the process of controlling all the oil from Iran. Where does China get a lot of its oil? From Venezuela and Iran. So Donald Trump is edging them. He's putting an elbow in their side. China very much wants to take Taiwan, so that is a tension point. And we've got tension points all over the world. Remember when Joe Biden just up and left Afghanistan and left all the equipment there? They left $7.1 billion worth of military equipment. That was 78 military aircraft, 40,000 vehicles, and 300,000 lethal weapons. So all those hundreds of thousands of weapons, all those vehicles, all that military equipment went to Afghanistan as a seed project done by design. Milley, the communist, did it on purpose to seed Afghanistan. And one thing that went under the radar last week was that Pakistan has declared they're in open war with Afghanistan. So Afghanistan, Pakistan. We've got Iran bombing other Arab nations, Iran being Shiite. The Saudi Arabians are Sunni, and so that's a tension point. You've got Muslim against Muslim. There are friction points being created all over the globe in anticipation of kicking off World War III. So oil is the big thing. Trump just announced yesterday that the bulk of Iran's navy is on the bottom of the ocean, and the rest of it will soon be on the bottom of the ocean. Why is that important? Because a nation without a navy has no sovereignty. They cannot project force. They cannot enforce trade. If you don't have a navy, you're not much of a nation. Why is it important that Iran is losing its navy and losing its sovereignty, besides the U.S. having to go in and send aircraft carriers in to patrol the Strait of Hormuz? Because Iran is administering trade zones in that area, and without a navy, they can't enforce the trade zones. China was benefiting from those trade zones. So with Iran's navy being taken off the board, China loses the benefits of Iran administering the trade zone. So it's another poke in the side of China to get them to kick off what they're going to do with Taiwan and then spread to a wider war. So Iran has been erased from the picture in the Persian Gulf, so someone needs to come in and ensure the flow of oil, because most of the world's oil flows through the Strait of Hormuz. Who will do that? Who has a powerful navy? Let's see, that would be the United States. We're going to be seizing control of that. A lot of nations won't like that. Our remote viewing indicates, and watch for this will be, I think, the big kickoff event, a U.S. warship being sunk with loss of all hands, probably a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier. This is remote viewing here. This is not geopolitical information from our sources. But if we were to lose an aircraft carrier, that would galvanize. That would be a 9/11 event. That would be like Remember the Maine. That would be the Gulf of Tonkin. That would be the big event that America would be all in on war if we lost an aircraft carrier. So with Iran's navy going down and the U.S. having to now take up patrolling that, that would be a big marker. So we've got China going against Taiwan. We've got North and South Korea, that can kick off. Trump is gained control of Greenland, which is a vital point in the coming war. Didn't mention Russia versus Europe. There's going to be no peace there. That is going to escalate, and it will eventually involve Russia versus all of Europe. So what we have is World War III coming sooner rather than later. Will it be Armageddon, thermonuclear war? We believe there will be some exchanges of tactical nuclear weapons, which will be horrific, but not all out thermonuclear war. As I said, this is the reason they need to destroy the old system completely in order to bring in the new system. And that's well underway with what you saw last weekend. So the goal is to bring in an administration on blockchain which doesn't require nation states anymore. Nation states will be obsolete when it is all administered via blockchain cryptocurrency. You're gonna lose some of your privacy and some of your freedoms, but there's not much you can do about it. What you can do about it is learn about the new system, and we have a new list at ffgrv.com, the list with the top cryptocurrencies that we feel are going to make hundreds, if not thousands, of new millionaires by investing in this. Not investment advice, but the new digital system is coming. This war is coming. You need to be ready. Join us at ffgrv.com. The update on World War III. We'll look back and we'll go, yeah, we were already, that was the start of it. I mean, it's already well underway, but the drum beats are continuing, it's gonna continue. Join us at Future Forecasting Group, ffgrv.com. That was a cheerful segment, wasn't it? What did you think of that? Let me look at your comments below. Oh, by the way, like and subscribe. Our subscription is just stopped for the longest time at like 55,900. We need to get to 56,000, so like and subscribe. Thank you.